you are a community club. DCFC is a community-built club. And it will always
team is pitching a plan to revitalize a historic gem in our community, and it's a project that's driven by their passion for their sport.
State of disrepair right now. Concrete sort of crumbling a little bit. The bleachers.
Football club. We're at Keywood Stadium. This stadium was built in 1936. Simply put,
it's amazing to see just how far they have come. Years ago, they were playing over at Gas Tech, and now so many people.
The post and Stephon St. Louis is there to clear it.
Yeah, in the background, you know, they give us the 12th man. You know, it's awesome.
Fans to watch. We're happy to put on a show for all these guys that came out to see us play.
When we move, they move, and just communication is the biggest part.
It was great. I think we could have earned a shutout earlier against Sparta in the year.
Awesome. You know, the atmosphere is amazing.
Monday with the right foot. It's in the back of the net.
People know us now. People know what to expect. Now we gotta take it to another level.
Look, city till I die. Say hi to the bad fella. Hella smooth with the flow, so grab your umbrella. Yeah, we make it rain, bring the pain. Things are changing. Power rankings take a spanking, got them rearranging. They said Denise are all stars till we deboed all y'all. Ball of fist and brawl y'all. Yeah, we pissed off all y'all, and we thin but still winning. Grinning at the top, got up under head spinning, make that chin pop. Blue collar clocking in. They been mocking us for days till they step into the key, and they been leaving with a fade. Doubting us, but then they swayed. Say we pout, they throwing shade. You will never have what we have, time to get the blade. Cause we'll be cutting them up, yeah, we're shutting them up. We ain't bluffing, tell you something, better knuckle up. Y'all ain't nothing but chumps, we put in overtime. We'll be putting in work until it's closing time. City till I die, talking blood, sweat, and tears. City till I die, we've been building this for years. City till I die.
I was thinking, with all of this starting, I was like, all right, it's Easter was yesterday, it's Easter Monday. How about a quick resurrection until the next appearance at the end of the month? Jaime, we've already recorded, so we might as well just go live with this shit, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Hell yeah. It's been a while, folks, but, you know, spring is in the air. It actually is a colder version of spring. No snow right now. That's fake wood. This is real wood. There's a lot of sports going on right now. Like, I got Tigers Mets on mute on the TV, Wings Lightning on mute on the phone, LSU Iowa women's basketball here in the Chromebook, using my work laptop for this. But we're here for Detroit City because, like Easter, we're witnessing a resurrection, folks. So I don't know. Why don't we start off real quick to see before we get anyone else? Jaime, we're back from Cleveland. We went to Cleveland last week. Heard you went to the zoo. Well, yeah, you told me you were going to the zoo, but I also heard
this isn't part of the.
It's kind of mandatory now that we have to go to any zoo that's in anywhere we go.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, refreshed after that.
Yeah, it was lovely. You know, Cleveland. Obviously, no one really wants to go to Cleveland ever, but the zoo is spectacular. They've got an ocelot there, which I've never seen before, which is pretty cool. And they had baby tigers, which is pretty cool, and a clouded leopard.
Ooh,
clouded leopard, I think. So yeah, definitely recommend the Cleveland Zoo if you happen to be passing by or passing through. Say what up to Wampus for everybody.
Most
people won't even understand what that reference is, but that's all right.
You have to be this old to understand that reference.
Exactly.
Somebody has probably said what's up to Wampus in this time, along with a other what's up on war buses to Cleveland there and back. Alan, it's been fun so far. How much grade did you gain after Man City Arsenal yesterday? That I didn't watch. I saw my mom during that game.
What made it even worse is I was watching the game at the Arsenal home bar in Detroit, and
you went to McShane's.
I went to McShane's, the city's regular place. Man City's
you in
regular
there?
joint was. Well, we worked it all out, but there were lots of Arsenal supporters, and one table of Man City supporters, but the place was just packed. So it really kind of made a big event out of it, and then no goals were scored. So
I went
there
to
was even a
McShane.
table of Liverpool fans who came from their game at McGee's to get brunch at McShane's, and well, they were had a great time.
I
The
went
rest of
to
us were
McShane.
not happy people.
I went to McShane's on Saturday. For those that usually go to City Clubhouse for their respective European watchings in the morning, with everything starting up in the club in the season and a lot of the indoor stuff at the Fieldhouse happening outdoors. I don't think they've made an official posting on the socials, but be on the lookout that they're, unless it's like a cup final or something, will likely be closed on first Saturday morning service. So, like I said, if you go to City Clubhouse, I recommend McShane's for quality, especially for breakfast and brunch. Can't go wrong with that on there. Also, someone that we can't go wrong with, Dennis, compadre. How are we this evening?
Great. What are we talking about? I didn't receive an agenda today.
We're not even doing agendas. We're just doing the cordial how you do's and all that stuff. And I think Adam, I think we referenced Dennis earlier today in a great way about something that was said in our Detroit City Sportscast recording. But unfortunately, I am at the moment, because it's been a good day, was forgetting what was said. But it was something good.
Referenced him in a good way.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that doesn't sound
remember
likely.
It was me that did the reference, so you definitely know what's in there.
I just remember
Adam could never throw a compliment my way. So
I just remember talking massive amounts of shit.
Well, we talk shit about maybe Indy to a small extent, but not as much as we're going to tonight. And the person that I recorded with for like 6-7 hours ago. What's up again, homie? Adam.
Hey, what's up?
Just a brief tease. We had a fellow dear friend of us for Detroit City, Yowdy, with us earlier today to talk Yowdy's other love, which is baseball and the Tigers. So for anyone that's been digging that start on there, that should be relatively, if not tonight, within the next couple of days or so on where your feeds are. And now let's get to the main courses of business, and that is Detroit City Football Club, both the women and the men. We're going to go in the second talk about beating Indy, and all of that went in. But let's start off with the women. Alan, I'm going to have you kind of be the lead on this, because it was a 5-1 win for our ladies PSL finale. Going into Saturday, I thought we were playing Great Lakes, because that's what the schedule said throughout. But fill us in, Alan, as to what it actually was.
Well, yeah. Part of the curiosity was just even knowing where the game was occurring. That was a little unclear. And once that got sorted out, the name of the team that we were playing didn't seem to align with what we had been told through the rest of the season. So everyone went to the internet and tried to figure out what's going on. And the best I can gather is that it is a team that is affiliated or in some way with the original club that we thought we were going to play, and perhaps it was just a spin-off or just a team that was created for the purposes of participating in PASL. No one knows. And you know what? I don't care. We beat them 5-1, which is their only claim to fame, is that we played them and we beat them.
Can we say the name though? The West Shore Ambition FC.
What
They
name?
sure showed
Sounds like an energy drink at MLM. Which is funny because it looks like they ripped their logo off a White Claw can.
They sure showed a lack of ambition, apparently, based on that scoreline on Saturday. So,
and being PASL, We don't know if these people are in our conference, not in our conference, in our division. We don't know. We don't know what the table is. Is there a table? We don't know. But we do know we're going to the playoffs.
This sounds very fucked up for me to say, but I thought NISA was the most fucked up experience we've ever experienced before. And it might still be to an extent, especially.
PASL is playing games at least.
Yeah. They do.
Too soon, Dennis. Too soon.
Oh my
God, it's so bright now. Yeah, that's accurate. Heidi, Adam, your closing thoughts on this this team that thought they had ambition but didn't against us.
Yeah, I thought maybe they'd rebranded mid-season. It was weird though because Great Lakes they do have like an Instagram, but they hadn't posted anything since like the beginning of February. So I didn't really know what was gonna go on, but definitely good to see the women get back on track. Hopefully building a little bit of momentum going into the playoffs, where I'm sure they're gonna do the business. So yeah.
Adam, sorry.
Yeah, I feel like a dumbass now because I think I tweeted from the NGS account that teams that change their names mid-season is peak lower league U.S. soccer. And now that was completely wrong because apparently they didn't change their name. Even better, they just put another team in there that had some type of loose affiliation with Great Lakes FC. So yeah, it's still peak lower league U.S. soccer, but yeah, it wasn't. I guess it wasn't a team just changing their name. Holy shit, though! Like it's, yeah. I mean, we have experienced NISA, but damn, I guess. Yeah, I guess since Dennis brought that up, that at least. Well, I'm not gonna. I don't want to repeat. I guess it's kind of hard to determine what is the bigger shit show in lower league soccer here in the United States. Yeah, I don't know.
It's hard to dunk on NISA because it dunks on itself all the time.
It's great though. It's great. I love it. I mean, you have to love it. I've told people before who like are MLS slaps that you are completely missing out on the best aspects of soccer in this country if you're not paying attention to lower league soccer, because you get the best of both worlds. You get everything that happens on the pitch, which, come on, I hate when people are like, well, I could really tell the difference between USL Championship and MLS in terms of how they play on the pitch. Like, fuck off. No, you don't. You can't tell the difference. Don't be a fucking liar. And then you get all the stuff on the pitch, but then you get all the shenanigans and shithousery off the pitch too. It's great. So yeah, if you are some type of bougie MLS snob, you're missing out. You could be watching women's indoor soccer and see them just replace teams, just for whatever, because the other team isn't around anymore or whatnot. Or you can have a local owner go and try to get players 20 minutes before a match in a bar. So
shout out to Tom Secluda, previous interviewee for Mullet and Over City Recap a couple weeks after that.
A friend of the show.
A friend of the show. Friend of the channel. I would say somebody should take that up with the commissioner of this league. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, guys, I'm wrong. Apparently that team that decided to change names or as part of that is actually the commissioner of this said league. So fuck off, apparently. Yeah.
Filed the paperwork with himself.
Yeah, I can only imagine how many interns that person has. Real quick notes, just for anybody who's watching, Wins just took a 2-1 lead. Robbie Fabry scored in the big playoff
thing. This isn't a show.
You missed it. I have a giant setup going on right now. So.
Yeah, but this isn't a hockey show, dude.
No, but there's so much happening.
Hey, you have a whole other podcast to do this stuff. Like, maybe we keep the crossing streams.
Unauthorized cross promotion. Cease and desist immediately.
We just unbanned you. Don't make us do it again.
2-1, like what also happened on Saturday. Traveling down to Indiana.
Nice save there, bud.
No war bus this time, but we currently brought the ammunition onto the field of the Danny Dicchio's side, traveling to take on the 11. Only changing the starting lineup: Reese Williams on the right-hand side for Benjamin Morris. Indy rolling out in a 4-4-2. And a question I remember Sean Spence mentioned to Adam and I last week in the cast was, is City going to be the one to play the possession game at Indy, or are we going to sit back and play defense? We established our game by the looks of it, and Indy tried to be very, very choppy, although they did open things up in the 24th minute when Budati briefly robbed Brett Levi's soul with that Meg in the box before Guenzotti buried it. However, City did not waver, kept their game going. Ali Coote opened things up in the 55th minute off a great give and go with Maxi Rodriguez. 2 subs of key note that took place in the 78th minute. Ben Morris coming on the left-hand side for Ali Coote. Yazid Matthews coming on for Elvis Amo. Yazid having a big play in the 88th minute when a set-piece opportunity, James Murphy ball in the box, met Yazid's head to Maxi Rodriguez, close range. A bunch of people doing cool graphics for Kyle Clayton's video. Final score, Indy 11-1.
They always know exactly where he's at.
Detroit City 2. Brickyard Battalion, their fort was sieged. Les Rouges 3-0. Fucking let's go. Dennis, start it, please.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good game. What's there to say? Like, it's continues the good start. We dominated possession, dominated passes, dominated shooting. It was obviously a ropey start down on the right hand side, which we give Marcy some shit, but he does analyze the games pretty well. The odd 4-2-4 formation aside.
Jaime smashing his drink while you're mentioning that.
You need another one.
I think it's fair to say he does pretty good analysis of the games when he's not throwing in random formations that don't exist. and if you have the means, you should probably subscribe to his Backheeled the same way we subscribe to Words About Shapes, because he does do good breakdowns of games and stuff. But yeah, I think we just got overloaded down that left hand side for a little while. But what I've been really happy with is how we've reacted to that sort of stuff, and how Danny switch things at halftime. His subs always make a difference, and he's not afraid to use them. I think we used 5 subs the other day. And Zed was obviously heavily involved in the winning goal. He's the one who got that last touch onto Maxi, which was completely all onside, just for any doubters.
Can't confirm.
And yeah, obviously Nate stood on his head in net again, which is just what Nate does now. And I did see that was our first win. I think I got this from Marcy, I'm not sure, but our first win after going down a goal away since almost 2 years ago, in April 24, 2022, I think.
Last August actually fell behind twice. The Birmingham Legion won that game 3-2.
Maybe it was going in at halftime down.
Marcy got it all wrong.
Sorry,
Marcy. Try harder.
But yeah, it's Birmingham probably doesn't count because we school them on a regular basis anyway. So
yeah,
maybe he was just talking about in real games that that there's any amount of danger about. That
so
could be.
Are we also saying Louisville's 5-0 was a practice game?
Yeah. But yeah, just happy to see that. Yeah, we're kind of dominating all over that. Because I've been saying it the last few weeks, I feel like I should bring it up again. But we did win the XG battle there too, and we did beat them on that. So yeah, it's good. I think everybody's meshing really well. We kind of got caught out on, it wasn't a set piece this time, but just a kind of defensive lapse. Maybe Brett got a little bit too far away from the dude in the box, and then it did look like was it James Murphy? I think kind of had a chance maybe to throw in a tackle and didn't. But yeah,
Right.
our goals were taken well. I was happy to see Ali get off the on the score sheet, I guess. And yeah, no, I'm happy with the way this team is playing. Like, I'm happy with the subs we make. I'm happy with the changes we make. I do not want to start this second half City bullshit again, but like
Right.
we have been good the last 2 weeks after falling behind and making those adjustments. And yeah, I wasn't surprised to see us coming out with the win.
Indeed.
And it's been really refreshing to see Maxi kind of opened up again. And he's still kind of all over the place, but it seems like he has less to do, and that means he can be fresher for longer and pop up where we need him. Like, obviously, he was important with the assist and the goal that he scored. So
I need to amend the Matthew Yazid and Morris's subs were in the 79th minute. The 70th minute was Alex Villanueva for Brent Levi's Matt Sheldon for Michael Bryant. Sheldon held it down on the right. Villanueva looked good as well as the sub. That dude can fly when he wants.
Yeah, the subs were all great. And shout out to Maxi and Matt for their 100th and 150th games.
Absolutely.
That's a pretty impressive stat.
Indeed. Jaime, how you feeling? What'd you see?
So, when was the Indy game away? It was like September, right? Last year?
September 30th.
Relatively late, yeah.
So, I know Alan was there. Maybe you can confirm this, Alan. But I remember being at that game and just feeling like we were hanging on for dear life. And it felt like once they scored, like the floodgates were just going to open. And it kind of did.
True.
And when they went up 1-0 on Saturday, I didn't feel worried at all, honestly. Like, it just felt like, okay, well, that sucks. But, we felt like we were in the game. It felt like there was a lot of positive things happening. And it felt like we were going to have and I think Danny Dicchio alluded to this in his post-game interview. Like, they had, all the belief that they were going to, they could get back and tie it and even go on and win it. And so, that mentality seems like a big difference because it just, felt like whatever that was, 6 months ago or 8 months ago, gave up that goal and it was just, the whole team imploded. And now it's just, no big deal. Let's get going. Let's get back at it. And, yeah, they found the goals. Well, a goal from Coot. It's great play again from Max. I think Dennis was saying this, he's in the middle of everything, it feels like right now. But great little run and then dished it off. And Coot with the left foot smash into the side netting from a tight angle. And yeah, I just the only other thing I'd say is so not only is DK making subs, but he doesn't seem to mind pulling off what we would maybe think are kind of the bigger name players. So it's Elvis Amo, he's been a part of what, 3 out of the first 4 goals or something like that in the first 2 games. And I don't think he played bad, but he was maybe a little bit more subdued on Saturday. So he pulls them off and puts on Yazid, and maybe some people are like, WTF. But he's not afraid to make that sub. Dennis did not approve of that sub. Bryant, who's been playing, he's pretty much played all the minutes last year, it felt like. But, again, maybe DQ just thought, hey, some fresh legs down that right side would help. So he puts on Sheldon, and I thought he did a good job. But I think it's just, the willingness, again, to use the subs. They're willing to freshen things up at part, so not second half City maybe, but, part of the second half City is that we actually can, get some fresh legs in there, and I think that makes a huge difference. So, yeah.
Adam, how about you?
I don't think that this is the same second half City that we've seen in the past. Namely because what we've typically seen in the past is a City in the first half that has looked not good. Whereas this year, I think City, for the very most part, has played pretty well in the first half of matches. I don't think they've been bad. Garrett, against Loudon, I came up to you and I said, I thought they looked good in the first half.
Yeah.
You said, yeah, you weren't worried. Saturday, the same thing. I didn't think City looked bad in the first half. And we went into the half, down 1-0. It's just that they continue to make those adjustments at halftime and come out and capitalize off of it. I think that what's most impressive is just the way that Maxi and Allie have been able to gel together. I mean, it looks like they've been playing together for, multiple seasons already, and not just 2 months. Counting training. Right. They've looked remarkable together. They've gelled very, very well. And again, one of the biggest problems last year was the team trying to find that cohesion with each other. And we always thought it was going to be coming. And when we had a decent game, we'd be like, okay, this is it. They finally seem like they're gelling. Whereas, the next week would roll around, it looked like they would take 2 steps back. So far this season, they look very fluid. They look like they're happy playing with each other. They don't look like they're angry out there or just trying to get shit over with. They look like a team, especially guys like Allie and Maxi, that enjoy being out on the pitch together. And are looking to win every single game or every single minute that they are on the pitch. So refreshing to see, and yeah, it's quite a start so far.
Hell yeah, Alan, send us home on this one.
Yeah, I think Maxi is clearly enjoying his football. The body language is totally different. He was clearly frustrated last year on how he was being used, and you're seeing some real joy in his play. And it's we're seeing it with results too. So, and I think it's not just us saying that that his performances thus far, made the USL's top 10 takeaways from week 4. Number 1 was Maxi. And so that tells me that the way the team is set up is having an impact. I think, yeah, the way that the team is combining, part of it is going down in Indy and not feeling like we're in too much trouble, I think was kind of reflective of the players, kind of with that confidence. It was against the run of play, and with the adjustments that were made, our goal was right after the half. Yeah, it was
10 minutes in. 10 minutes into the second half.
Yeah, and it was kind of like. I was at that point happy to get an away draw, but they kept on fighting, and that second goal was fantastic. I mean, it was just what you want to see in an away match. I've looking at the stats to date is very interesting because. We've noticed that in each of these games, Nate has made some just incredible saves.
Yeah.
And really the whole story of this season could be quite different without that, again, this high level of performance from Nate. But I was looking at the stats, and he's only made 7 saves.
It's just the ones that he saved.
It's huge impact. So he's 15th in the league on saves. So so some of it may be just who we're playing, and there's probably sterner tests that we'll be facing coming up. But another interesting thing I noticed is that going on to FOTMob and looking at the ratings and things, we've already commented that Nate really isn't getting the love from the algorithm in the individual ratings, but the team rating on FOTMob has been 7.1 in each of the 3 games, which I thought was kind of interesting. Speaks to somewhat maybe some consistency, and again, I think it's going back to how the team is set up, and that's what I'm liking so far. Is that it seems like the players are on board.
I think also another thing too is anyone that's been since we've joined USL Championship, it's been much aligned with what do the booking makers and bet makers have the odds on games, and it seems to the point that the bet makers are not giving City the respect that they should, which has turned out to be the benefit of many people who've contributed lately, based off, especially those that felt very confident in their team to place earnings and winning out. So I don't know how much.
City win was plus 370.
Yeah.
In Indy.
So it's I don't know how much longer that's going to maintain before they catch wind of it. But, for all of those that have, prospered so far, great job on you. Real quick to get your thoughts on everyone's thoughts on this, and then I'm going to do an around the league as a test to our next match. Most impressive of our 3 wins so far: the Colorado Springs one away, Loudoun at home, or this one at Indy on Saturday. Jaime.
I'll go Saturday against Indy.
All right, Dennis.
Yeah, I say Indy. Like we had beaten Loudoun before and Colorado before, but Indy really seemed to have our number for a while there, the same way we have with Birmingham. So I'd say Indy.
Adam.
Indy.
Alan.
Indy for sure. I mean, it may be recency bias, but the fact is we've gone down there and we've had struggled to get results down there. So that was a challenging away day for us. And to come back with the win, that was pretty big.
The only bad thing was that Mark Lowry wasn't there to see it. So.
I'm taking Indy too, just because I think it's everybody. It's just how fired up the team was after that, how fired up everyone was on social media, with the responses, the receipts, the new graphics of the
Saturday was fun on Twitter.
Yeah, it was a vintage day to say the least. From there, now I'm going to do a little around the league. And the earliest game last week is the last one I'm going to talk to because it ties into our weekend opponent. Phoenix Rising 0, New Mexico United 1. Additionally, Phoenix also dealt with Red talking consistently mad shit to them. So Sacramento Republic 1-0 to Memphis on Galazzo. Orange County 1, Tulsa 0. Oakland Roots 0, Las Vegas Lights 3. So I don't know what Joey Bats has been saying to his new team that he owns, but they aren't the same Lights that we saw last year, folks. Geezer's team won 2-1 to Monterey Bay, but apparently he was salty after the game. I don't know why. Tampa Bay. Okay, yeah, we have our top men on the case. Tampa Bay fell behind 1-0 to Albert Dequa like it was October of 2023, but the Rowdies played pissed off, scored 4-4, the final there. Miami jumped out to a lead in Charleston on a counterattack. Charleston put away with 2. Shout out to Caesar, who's looking more and more like a gym coach, gym teacher each year. It's kind of impressive, actually. We've already talked about our win in Indy. And condolences to all the Legion folks, sort of. Nah. Louisville 5, Birmingham 0.
Ouch.
Fucking yikes. And then the first one that happened on Good Friday, North Carolina FC 2-1 over Hartford Athletic. North Carolina is our next opponent this coming Saturday. 4 games played in the USL Championship, a 1 win, 2 draws, 1 loss. That loss being the Loudoun the weekend before. I'm seeing my thoughts real quick before getting everybody in there. 4 goals. They played 4 played 4, scored 4, allowed 5. They have talent, but I think we can. I think we have the physical edge, and I'm kind of excited for this one. Jaime, what say you?
Well, I say that I watched just a little bit of the game. I saw the penalty kick, very well taken. But mostly, I'd have to say that considering North Carolina lost to Loudoun, and we beat Loudoun, you know what that means. Transitive property always wins. These guys are going down.
It's scientific, man.
Exactly. Rafa Menzingen is going to rue the day he left Detroit. Yeah, that's all I got to say.
You got a score prediction?
Yes. As a matter of fact, the score will be Detroit City 3, North Carolina Football Club 0.
Oh,
Swinging.
Swinging. Adam.
Watched a little bit of that North Carolina Hartford match. Unrelated, I just want to say how satisfying it is to see Rhode Island get their shit kicked in the other day because of all the love that they were getting in the offseason for throwing a bunch of money at a bunch of players. I love,
including Matt Ibarra, who I did want to come to Detroit, but that's all right.
I was heartbroken when that move happened.
I didn't want to see another Vegas Golden Knights situation where a expansion side comes in and just lays havoc on the league and, finds all this success and then goes to a championship game and wins or whatever. So I'm glad they're having a tough start to the season, but I don't know. It's still so early in the season for me to come up with any type of educated outlook on this game. I'm going to go ahead and say City wins 1-0. Nate finally gets that clean sheet. And we score that goal in the first half.
Who do you got in mind for it?
Ben Morris.
Oh shit!
Wow.
I'm just kidding. No, because I don't think Ben's going to be starting on Saturday. I think we're probably going to see Reese get the start again. I'm going to go with Elvis. Elvis getting a goal.
All right. Alan.
Yeah, I mean, it's... I don't feel particularly concerned about North Carolina at this point. I would think that we've got enough momentum at this point to deal with whatever they're going to bring. I'm going to say 2-1 because that seems to be a thing, and could happen.
What do you got in mind for goals?
Well, Maxi for sure, and then probably someone that we wouldn't expect. So, I don't know.
Ben Morris. Say it, Alan.
Could happen. Mikey. How about Mikey?
Ooh. Jaime, who are your 3?
Yeah, I think Elvis Almo's going to get back on the score sheet this week. So double for Elvis. And
Ben with the brace.
No, I said 3-0. So 2 going to Elvis. And I think Alex Villanueva is going to open his account when he comes off.
Oh, nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Take that.
Den.
Yeah, I think we are now in the position where we should be expecting to win games like this. Weirdly, it's not the same all. See, it's not your father's Detroit City FC from last year where we were cautiously trying to be optimistic. So, looking at the stats between the two teams, we have played a game less than them, but like all of our stats are either ahead of theirs or like very close. Like when you're talking about like crosses, passes, successful passes, all this shit. Like where we're like shots on target, we have double what they have in a game less. So I would expect the train to keep rolling on Saturday, and I would expect Detroit City wins 2-1 because that's what they do now. So the Detroit City win or loses 1-0 is well and truly buried at this stage, and I think if we can ride 34 2-1 wins to like a record points total in this scrubby ass league, like why not? Why not?
Go for it.
Who are your goal scorers?
I could get behind another Aiku goal, and I think Reese is probably due one because he's just going to start shooting the lights out. I think at some point, when enough people start telling him to shoot, I think he's going to start to listen at some point.
So I'm going to say, based off North Carolina's away kit, which is very city-like, I think we're getting the debut of the Black Kits on Saturday because those North Carolina maroon stripes are too much of a shoulder stripes are too much of a clash with our homes. So look for the black. I'm calling look for the black and gray, smoky black and grays. Nate Steinwasser gets his first clean sheet. Reese Williams, James Murphy, 2-0 City.
Hey Garrett, how many times have you emailed Alex asking what jerseys we're going to be wearing this weekend?
Not a fucking thing at all. So there's too many clubs to keep an eye on these days, man. I can't just all count. But yeah, though, I mean, City Fever is alive and well, folks. We're fucking back.
Train.
Yep. Woo! Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Why don't we... And then, yeah, that's kind of really it for right now. Women's details for the playoffs.
Wait. Can we just talk about how shit Pittsburgh is?
They had a bye week. Let's shit on them more next week when they lose again this weekend.
Wow. Jaime, sounds like something you should bring up in your Speak the Piece, maybe.
Go for it, though, Jaime.
You're being shut down.
I'm just saying 0 points after 3 matches.
Well,
Yeah,
and Garrett,
really
remember what we were talking about the other day too, how it's very, very possible.
I thought we were bringing this up.
that Pittsburgh. Oh yeah, never mind. I already started talking about it. That Pittsburgh may be winless when they face us in a few weeks. Go look at their schedule. It is nightmarish for them. They've got the Rowdies this week.
At home, in Pittsburgh.
At home. And then they, what do they have in between?
So then away to Rhode Island, which may be...
Deke was going to score on them because he scored 3 of the last 4 for the last 3 for Rhode Island.
But then they're away to Phoenix too, so they'll get smashed in there.
And then they have Detroit City waiting for them at home.
Who might be 5-0 in league play.
Oh my God! See now you
started it.
You didn't want me to speak that part into the universe, but then you're going to speak a 5-0 start into the universe.
We're already talking shit about how we're going to beat North Carolina. All of us.
Next thing you know, Alan's going to start talking shit about the weather. So, congratulations, Garrett.
Hey man,
asshole.
What doesn't kill us makes us stronger, right?
Let us dream, Adam. Let us dream.
I mean, we are risen. We are risen indeed. So now, with that, closing thoughts from anyone. Den, lead us off, homie.
as you can probably judge from my screen name today, I'm pretty salty about goings on more politically. There was some news earlier that some people who work for the World Kitchen, I forgot what the official title is, but it's Jose Andres charity organization that go and make food for people affected by tragedies and wars and whatnot. And 4 of their members and someone who was driving them today were targeted and killed, including an Irish citizen, a British citizen, 2 other Europeans. And it should never take the deaths of white Western people in these war zones to have people speaking up. But Irish Twitter is fucking aflame right now, calling on politicians to expel the Israeli ambassador from Ireland. And I would love to echo those thoughts on a spoken forum, as I have been on fucking social media all night tonight. And yeah, it's shocking that this is still going on at this point for so long. It's shocking that it's got to this stage that they're now targeting a well-respected charity organization that literally has no skin in the game. Like, I'm pretty sure Jose has come out at some point and said, you know, the atrocity on October 7th was terrible and that, like, there should just be a ceasefire. So, yeah, I wanted to throw that out there for people who maybe aren't clued into the news as much or have become kind of disassociated with this, that it's still happening. It's still targeting innocent people who aren't in any way involved in anything even. And it's a fucking atrocity. And yeah, free Palestine.
Adam.
Echoing Dennis's sentiments there. Other than that, nothing else from me.
Alan.
Yeah, same. My fears are things are going to get even worse. I mean, than they are now, which are unbelievable and horrific. No, I think, you know, bringing it back to the football, I think with the good start, you know, and banking these points, that helps the vibe. So the vibe is vibrant.
I mean,
well, considering that it's April 1st, obviously they just wrapped up Women's History Month, which I thought was pretty cool. If you didn't get a chance to see some of the like letters to their younger selves, social media posts, I thought those were pretty cool for some of the women that work for the club. And yeah, I mean, I don't think we'd be where we are without people like, you know, Tiffany and Maureen, and, you know, if you want to go old school, Lindsay Pearson, you know, like, there's been a lot of women that had done big things for this club over the years. And yeah, big shout out to all those women who have made the club what it is.
Could I say one more thing, Garrett?
Yeah.
I fucking hate April 1st. I hate the people that partake in the bullshit April Fool's jokes on Twitter, especially if you're a fucking journalist and you're pulling April Fool's jokes, you know, like fake reports. Oh, Monty Williams is leaving the piss. Like, seriously, like, shut the fuck up. And
Adam's just bitter that he believed the Olive and York retirement post from this morning.
I mean, to be fair, Olive and York deleted their tweet when Adam and I called them out. Those fucking cowards.
Wow.
There's so many now, like, just pranks that go around that, like, you literally just cannot trust a single thing that gets put out today. Like, it's
I fell for like a really dumb one having to do with reform of the French language. And I was like, oh my God, you know, how can I fall for this?
Sacre bleu, right?
It was like, the absolutely most preposterous thing. I'm watching this video on YouTube. I'm like, oh my God, how could they do that? So yeah,
Well,
My
all that
first
shit
one.
can just go right straight into
hold
the
on,
ocean.
hold on. Though you get a little bit of a pass there, Alan, because if they're taking it to YouTube, then they're really dedicating themselves to the bit. Also, I can't believe that we were going to miss this, but can we mention real quick and throw shade at Red for that awful tweet that made us all look bad the other day,
Oh,
mixing up
The single
the
potential most damaging incident in this channel's history took place.
there's a whole folder
Yeah,
called damage control, and that's the only thing that's in it.
it's in flames because of that fucking tweet.
I mean, there's a reason he's not on tonight, right? Like,
Oh, yeah.
he's obviously in shame somewhere, like smacking himself on the back or whatever, like whatever penance it is that
And then
his
he's
so
force taught him to do.
So fun fact, and Alan, you're gonna like this because I watched the episode from last week at the end, and I watched Alan's note about Red trying to do, as I say, like trying to do my style intro, and you're like, Garrett, it wasn't a so Good Friday. I go to church over here, and Red went. I was at because he's moved over to this side of town. He got his daughter, and I was like, hey, so I checked the episode out. He goes, what'd you think of the ending? And I'm like, it was an effort. So on there, we didn't talk too much about the law of that you should be doing the greater than, not the less than. So at least we didn't.
Math isn't everybody's strong suit.
At least we didn't delete the tweet like some. I live in New York. I'm looking at you, cowards. If you fuck up, own up.
more cowards were some of the Indy 11 accounts too from this past weekend, who were both deleting their own tweets and locking their Twitter accounts after the massive amounts of shit talk that were coming their way, both before and after the match on Saturday. Because one thing that pisses me off most about this league and the supporters is nobody will talk shit before a match, but if they end up winning, they'll talk massive amounts of shit after the match. That's something that the Loyal did last year when they beat us for the opener, and lo and behold, they're not even around anymore. So
there's actually two clubs.
That's what happens.
There's two clubs that we can no longer get our revenge on. Loyal's one of them. Rio Grande Valley is the other.
Rest in peace, Mahente.
Mahente will always have an advantage over us.
We'll always have last year in the Dirty South.
Lindsay Mack will never get her revenge.
Long live Lindsay. Which is funny because that was she saw her at the Open Cup against Minnesota. I was like, Lindsay. She's like, where's my friend? Yeah. Dennis, Alan, Adam, I agree with all your sentiments in here, especially for earlier. There too much human life has been lost in this situation that my opinion should never fucking happen to begin with. So I pray for all those that have lost, that are continuing to lose, that are suffering, and hope that this shit ends soon. I hope that all who are struggling right now, I'm praying for light at the end of the tunnel for those. I want to also talk, but on the end of that, I also want to talk about the great vibes was seeing last week, and you guys talked about it last week. It felt really good to come back, and yeah, you had fucking snowbanks behind goals, and you had little wind and cold weather, but mostly good spirits, and it feels really good to have these feelings again, especially after last year. And I've come to realize that shit football, and sometimes not having the effort, and not say the effort, but not having what looks like the intent
is soul draining, and that leads down paths of seeing other things that make myself in particular more of a miserable person to be around last year. So it feels good just to witness all of this on here, and also great to be back here tonight with everyone. So we were, and also all the best to Rod tonight. Not with us, but well wishes to him and everybody on there, Brad included. Even though even though that tweet last week was silly and dumb and should never happen again. But yeah.
What was worse? But Garrett, what was worse? The zoo fuck up or the less than greater than fuck up?
Dennis mentioned that Chattanooga Gym needed a moment. So I think the zoo
is still the biggest fuck up.
There's been so much good that's come out of the zoo, which is all of your banter in a way. So are we going to call that a bad moment?
Whatever way you have to live with it, but
for you it's a bad moment.
As I said earlier, fuck up, own up. And yeah, I mean, that's really about it. I don't really feel right doing all my usual shtick because Red fucked it up to a small extent last week. So this is what I'm going to say here. I hope everybody...
That wasn't your shtick?
I hope everybody can get to Keyworth that can be able to, that are in the state of Michigan. Dennis, you're forgiven. 2 p.m. Saturday.
Early game, 2 o'clock.
2 p.m. Jaime, 2
Nobody told me. Nobody told me.
Shut the fuck up. Throw the receipts. 2 p.m. CBS 62 because USL's first ever game on CBS is at 4 o'clock after, so they wanted to do a doubleheader here.
It was nice of them to give like the first ever game to another team this season. That's very nice of them to share that around.
So yeah, that is going to be there for City over North Carolina. Good weather. Show up if you can. Anyone that's going to Cincinnati the following weekend, which the lads will fill in more because I'm sure there'll be more details about the PASL playoffs. I mean, it's going to come from the club because can't trust the league to maybe send something on whatever their site is / whatever. Do they use Earthlink still? I don't know.
Just drive down there and wait for further instructions.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the best advice probably one can get on there. But all the best to everybody on here. Next time, Tunnel Talk for me. I gotta see one who we're playing in Open Cup. But definitely if not for the Open Cup one, for Pittsburgh for sure.
Few months from now.
He'll be here next week.
It's like Wonderwall, saying maybe. Dennis is pissed about that one, but yeah,
I just feel like this could have wrapped up like 3 minutes ago. Now we're gonna hit an hour again.
No, we're not, because that's all for night, motherfuckers.
R.I.P. Nisa. You had potential.
City till I die, say hi to the bad guy. Pretty gritty in the key, you see our flag fly, chin check, hashtag we came to sweep the leg. With all disrespect, the rules will bruise your head. 2012, the scene pop, we came to clean clocks. Your team is dream drop, we gave some mean knocks, stomping on the comp. Yeah, we chomping on the bit. Many came and went, but they ain't stopping none of it. Community built, community owned. Roasting foes coast to coast, leave your hope postponed. Spirit of Detroit, lemons the lemonade. Yemen and Bangladesh make a stronger braid. City in the city, within the city with deep. Witty with the banter, cause I can creep. Now come and get it if you with it, we committed to go. Detroit for everybody, you already know. Locked and loaded, always ready to bust. Popped and smoke, leave these jokers in dust. City of black, excellence is a must. To leave these crusty little clowns in a ring of rust. From southwest to Brightmoor, 5 points to Denby. Ain't no friendly, we leave our enemies empty with envy. Yeah, we coming heavy, and we're sinking your ship. Now it's time to show the world who they messing with. The rules on the scene, wipe your feet when you creep through the gates of Key. We holding the crown, many enter our grounds, but they get pounded down. Best turn around, you enter through those gates, you face your fate now.
Come take your shot. Many come, but they don't leave. They cleave to what we got. City till I die. Say hi to the bad guy. It's a pity that your city's too itty bitty to fly, but we clipping the wings even if they don't flap. Take it back to 2010 and you'll see where we at. This ain't a deep pocket. They try but can't knock it intact. You can't drop it. They buy it. Can't cop it. Yeah, we got it locked. Taking over the game. You see that crust up on my chest. Ain't gotta say the name. Community led, community rooted. You can't purchase